Hello, everybody. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the general daily collective message for Tuesday, August the 16th. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid. This reading could play out today, over the next several days. This reading may or may not be for you. So I do ask that you only take with you the messages that resonate and leave behind the rest. Also, keep in mind, this reading is not sign specific, but I will call out any zodiac signs that I do feel need mentioning throughout the reading. We are going to talk about the astrology aspects before jumping in with the cards, and it looks like I got a co-worker today. This is Kevin, everybody. She was sitting on my chair when I went to record the reading, and she doesn't seem to want to leave me alone. Kevin took off last week before we went camping, and she was missing for a whole day. And so we're definitely glad to have her back. But I'm going to have to get you to move, Kevin. You're going to have to move, Kevin. I'm trying to work. But let's talk about these energies. We do have Mercury trine Uranus today. So Uranus is all about sudden awakening, sudden shakeups. And with Mercury being all about communication and the mind, I think get ready for a big opening when it comes to some mental expansion and tapping into some new higher frequencies, some new possibilities. There might be some new exciting news coming your way in the energies today, or perhaps even a chance encounter with somebody new that's going to stimulate the way you think. And so I do feel the energy can be very stimulating, very electrifying, especially when it comes to your thinking and your communications. It's this energy of like having all of your senses stimulated, and your intuition is likely going to be really strong, on point, and correct. So I think get ready to also receive perhaps some third eye flashes of insight, whether in waking state or through vivid dreams and sleeping state. It's basically this enhanced energy of all of our psychic abilities. And so I do feel this really is an excellent time to start studying your astrology chart or digging into some occult practices, some occult subjects. You might find yourself more interested in studying those subjects, or even looking into some computer technology, maybe starting a website. And that's something that I've really been putting on the back burner, is getting a website up and running. I've actually really contemplated deactivating Facebook again, which I'm probably going to do. So communication, right? Internet communication. And I feel technical things coming up. And so you might find that your original way of looking at things is going to shift when it comes to finding solutions to any niggling problems or issues that have been bothering you below the surface. Apparently, Kevin still wants my attention. So I think it's going to be important to really journal about these new insights that are coming through. We're kind of being asked to share our ideas, and any new friendships that are kind of made in the energies would likely be very stimulating for your journey, for your progression on your spiritual journey, but not likely to last or grow into something solid. That goes for any kind of new relationships. And so that's kind of what's happening with the astrology. We also have some aspects with the moon, and the moon is still in Aries. So I feel with the moon sextile Saturn today is going to be a very beneficial transit to work on these festering personal issues, especially stemming around your home life. And so stability and security are in focus, especially when it comes to personal home life issues. Yes, I know you're there. And emotional maturity is coming up in the energies, along with self-discipline. Where do you need to harness some self-discipline? Where do you need to mature a little bit when it comes to any emotional reactions? I know you're there. So it's all about having that talk when it comes to difficult, serious issues. Kevin. And any shared responsibilities that are needing to kind of be addressed. And so this is also a really good transit for sharing deeper, more serious emotions with somebody that you care about. Commitment, loyalty, and the family home are definitely going to be in focus in the energies today. And so with the sun forming a trine to the moon as well, this could indicate good fortune, but it might require some spontaneity. It might require taking a risk and a leap of faith. Kevin is feisty today, guys. Oh my gosh. And so if you want your dreams to become your reality, I think you're going to have to harness these energies properly, and you might have to take a leap of faith. And then we also have the moon squaring it up with Pluto. So we all know Pluto deals with death, taboo secrets, transformation energy. And so this is going to bring forward this emotional catharsis when it comes to purging all of these old unresolved emotional issues. So get ready to purge some baggage as well. And any interactions with others today could lead to a lot of deep triggers when it comes to these deep, complex emotions below the surface. So anything hidden in the subconscious mind is likely going to be forced into your conscious awareness. So all of these energies working together for us to kind of reevaluate what brings us stability. What do we need to feel secure in our home life? And Kevin's finally given up the fight, and she's laying down on the other side of the desk. So guys, let's jump in with the cards and see what needs to come through. So we do get the Strength card with the Descent. So there's that fall energy coming through, and Dignified. So where do you need to find your strength to live a life of dignity, right? Are you in a situation where your dignity is not being honored? It is a 13. So there's that, you know, transforming a situation, rising above, right? And I feel many are going into the depths of the subconscious mind when it comes to closing out these negative karmic cycles once and for all. And so the energy really is supporting this transformation process. So let's do a 9-card spread with the Astro Oracle deck, and then we're going to clarify as need be with the tarot to go a little bit deeper. So let's see what needs to come through for the collective today for these energies. Very triggering week, I gotta say. All right, the home is in focus. We got Vesta, the 8th house, scorpionic energy, death, transformation. And then we get the trine sextile energy, symbiosis, the ascendant, beautiful. So ascending the karma. The ascendant is the doorway into all of this past life energy. Ooh, dead central. We got some tension here, guys. Semi-square energy, tension. So get ready to be put in a tense situation within a home structure. So yeah, a tense, uncomfortable situation within a home or family foundation. And then we get progression, journey, beautiful. Collaboration, Aquarius energy, and then we get series, the asteroid series, nurture, 29, breaking down 2 and 11. So closing out a major karmic cycle, rounding completion, 11, 11. Oh, 56. So we got 11, 11, 11 for the last row. And so I think an evaluation of, am I being nurtured in a home foundation? Because somebody is being asked to get to the root cause of the issues as to what has been preventing somebody from facing these challenges and owning their inner authority. And maybe this is all stemming around some shared resources, right? The 2nd house, Taurus energy, ruled by Taurus. And so we can't keep building these foundations purely on financial stability, purely out of greed, purely out of, you know, fulfilling our lustful temptations. And I feel there might be a shakeup when it comes to somebody's resources in order to get them to be future oriented. So the North Node. So stepping into that karmic pathway this life and finding a sense of balance, Libra, especially when it comes to relationships. So the heart, the home. Vesta is the heart. You know, that's what really fuels our passions, right? And so the 8th house is all about death, transformation, the occult, the mysteries, right? And so you might want to have a look at where your 8th house is. Naturally, it is ruled by Scorpio. So we do have a dragon's head and tail energy coming up because we have the 2nd and the 8th house, Taurus, Scorpio. And so that's also connected to the North Node energy. So where do you need to synthesize any imbalances within a home structure, because the fourth house also deals with our deep ancestral roots. And we're here to break those deep ancestral karmic patterns, right? We're here to ascend, to enter into the gateway of these higher frequency timelines. And so we usually are met with a lot of tension and a lot of challenges in the home life in order to embrace this healing journey. And I think the overall energy is nurturing, right? Where do you need to nurture yourself? Are you being nurtured in a connection? Because I kind of feel there's an imbalance here in a connection. And there's a need to get to the root cause of the problem. So somebody might be getting uprooted in order to get them to step into that pathway. And so right now, the North Node is in Taurus, which is all about building a solid foundation of self first. You can't go into these relationships and share these resources if you've not embraced interdependency, right? Are you solid on your own? Do you have a firm foundation of self? Do you know what it is that you believe in? Are you rooted in your morals and your values? What are your values? What are your morals? Because if you keep only basing relationships out of stability, what can this person provide for me? What can this person bring to the table? Does this person have, stability? You're going to miss out on, some golden opportunities. We are here to build out of the heart. And when you are heart-centered, the money will flow, right? And so I think there's a need to recognize any relationship imbalances. And we are progressing. We are stepping into collaborating with these new spiritual partnerships, the water bearers. So I do think this tension is bringing up a lot of unresolved emotions in the energy in order to close out a cycle of lack. So let's go into the tarot, and I am going to do 9 cards right over top of these with the tarot, and we're going to see what else needs to come through when it comes to these energies today. So I think there's going to be some changes on the home front in order to close out a cycle, and I also feel tapping into some mystic healing capabilities, right, with that other aspect. So there is without a doubt an injustice, an imbalance in a home situation, and somebody maybe has been too impartial, lacking objectivity. Somebody's not been standing up for what it is that they believe in. Could be a Libra, doesn't have to be, but I think there's a situation coming up to be addressed, and I feel somebody in this home situation has not been coming from a place of integrity, and ain't that the truth? Somebody has definitely lacked integrity in a situation, has all kinds of questionable motives, is a gambler, only thinks, a certain way, wants things their way or the highway, and somebody's really made some unwise choices. Yeah, and they've not been heart-centered. So we've got somebody here in a situation I feel very untrustworthy, definitely not honorable, really not devoted to this home situation, has poor intentions, not emotionally available at all, shut off in the heart space. Yeah, definitely closed off in the heart space, and I feel very insensitive energy. Somebody here is not open-hearted, quite possibly could even be inexperienced when it comes to relationships, and I think the energy is going to be very moody. I think somebody is not really available for an emotional experience. So dead central energy, we got the 5 of Cups. I feel it's time to come out of a situation where somebody has spent a lot of time grieving, hoping that somebody would change, and I don't think they're going to change. I do feel a reevaluation as to where it is you want to plant those seeds moving forward. There is a strong masculine energy here, could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that really is not open-hearted and emotionally invested. And maybe they're too busy focusing on the negative. I think all they care about is what can this person give me? And they're not really giving anything back in return. Definitely somebody that you cannot trust. And I feel maybe this person come across as loyal and dedicated and protective, but they've really been apprehensive about commitment. there is a lack of commitment here. Could be dealing with a Virgo, but I kind of feel it's time to plant those seeds well. Yeah, I feel there's a connection here where there's no passion, there's no creativity. This is get ready to receive some bad news. Pages are messengers. Page of Cups reversed, Page of Wands reversed, withdrawing from a loveless situation. It's time to close out a cycle. This is definitely not fueling your passions. What is going to fuel your passions? What is going to allow your creativity to flow? Because, oh my God, and then we get the Emperor. So maybe there's a masculine in a loveless situation getting ready to take charge and accept responsibility for what it is they've created within 5 days or within 5 weeks. And I feel, yeah, there's somebody getting ready to take charge of a situation, to collaborate. Aquarian energy, Aries energy. And we get the 10 of Cups in reversed, or not the 10 of Cups, pardon me, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah. Somebody built a false sense of security for themselves in a foundation, and something is crumbling to the ground, I feel. This Emperor has not nurtured a foundation. Or maybe this Emperor is not getting nurtured in a foundation. But I feel there is a masculine getting ready to deliver some unwelcome news when it comes to a very unjust situation. Maybe this Emperor made a very unwise choice in the past and went towards something that he thought would make him happy. But he didn't have integrity, had questionable motives, really wasn't in it in the heart space, really wasn't devoted to this loveless situation, and maybe jumped into a situation to avoid having to deal with some heartbreak from a previous ending. And I do feel it's time to plan carefully when it comes to a foundation, because somebody here really wasn't paying attention to the details, and I feel a masculine here about to lose all kinds of financial security. There's no peace. There's no contentment. I'm going to get another one there. Oh my God, 10 of Cups reversed, Knight of Cups. So leaving a loveless situation behind. This is a completion, a major lesson being learned. Definitely a masculine energy that was not trustworthy, likely surrounded by all kinds of people that are not trustworthy because of these questionable motives. Pretending to be happy in a situation that is very discontent. The breakdown of a false foundation for sure. And I feel an Emperor getting ready to take action in a new direction. A sudden love affair, right? A sudden love affair of some sort. Yeah, and he's delivering a message for sure. A harsh message. I also feel, you know, this person has been lying to themselves about a situation, pretending to be happy in a situation, really needing to honor their authority. So yeah, look at all these swords. So yeah, somebody's been focused on creating this self-fulfilling prophecy of lack is what I'm feeling. Could be even like watching somebody at a distance. I only see the masculine energy, so I'm really not sure who this masculine is connected to. But I feel getting ready to send a message. I feel there's a lot of challenging energies. Things are not looking up. I feel this Emperor feels like he's never going to see the light at the end of the tunnel because he's been unwilling to do the right thing. Unwilling to follow his heart. People pleasing in a situation that I feel is no longer in alignment. And I feel it's kind of time to grow from the challenges. Could be dealing with a Pisces with the High Priestess. I think maybe there's been a delay in taking action as the masculine develops his intuitive gifts and trusts the wisdom he's received. And then we get the 9 of Wands in reverse. So definitely a lesson when it comes to a core wound, self-identity wound. I feel somebody was so guarded in their heart space that it's really prevented them from building a solid foundation. And this could all be a past breakdown of some sort, but the timing is now when it comes to releasing this underlying emotional tension. If you want that fresh start, it might take moving forward. So I would like to look at the 5 of Swords with the King of Cups reversed. Oh my God. The Strength. So all up in their ego, all about power and control, right? And I do feel a masculine, oh my God, 10 of Swords in reversed. really needing to get honest with himself. I don't feel there's been clear communication here. Somebody was all about their ego. They didn't care who they hurt. They didn't care. It was all about themselves, right? It was all about winning, winning, winning. And I feel there needs to be a conversation, perhaps, about a long-standing burden. There is a masculine needing to get a heavy weight off of his heart, I feel. Could have been masking his emotions through addictions, and I feel maybe even having an emotional breakdown about a situation that has left him in deep sadness. And there is going to be some truth. There is going to be like a revelation, and this could just be like an aha moment in the mind space, right? And I do feel somebody is going to be overcoming some obstacles, but in order to end these challenges, it is going to require clear, concise communication. Yeah, we have a masculine here that I feel did not accept a leadership role, could not see this coming, and has not been communicating clearly at all. Very angry, very upset, has been holding on to a situation that he's been entrapped in, and I feel a harsh truth is coming forward. So let's take a look at this Page of Cups reversed, Page of Wands reversed. All right, so this is interesting. We get the moon, so there's fear here for sure, fear. An illusion. Somebody's created an illusion of some sort. We get the devil, we get ego. And then we get the Eight of Cups in reverse. So this could be an unexpected job loss, which will create a revelation of some sort. But I feel, yeah, there's going to be some bad news, because I feel a masculine finally getting ready to take accountability and accept responsibility for these past poor choices that were made. Maybe there's addictions here. Definitely something toxic, codependent, lust, greed, materialism, right? Ego, ego, ego. Breaking the chains. And, you know, maybe in the past unwilling to learn something new, but I feel something is coming to an end. I feel a job loss of some sort that will spark learning something new, right? Maybe an entrepreneurial career will be beginning because of this job loss. But I feel somebody's been playing into fear, worrying about taking responsibility for a situation. They definitely have been ignoring the signs from the divine. They've not been heeding the warning signs that some big changes are coming. And yeah, there is going to be an unexpected shakeup when it comes to perhaps a missed opportunity in the past. There was a missed opportunity in the past that could have led to wish fulfillment. But I feel somebody did not take action. So let's take a look at this Five of Cups reversed, because this is coming out of a period of prolonged grieving is what I'm feeling. And balancing out an imbalanced situation. I feel somebody's all done. Playing into a very combative situation. There's nobody winning here at all. I also feel this was probably somebody that was giving to multiple people. And now they're going to have to pay back some karmic debt. They're going to have to balance some scales. And I feel they're not going to be able to defend themselves against something that is coming to a dead stop. So I'm hearing what goes around comes around. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Capricorn, Pisces. But I feel somebody is losing a lot of money because they didn't get their priorities in check. They've not found their determination and their willpower, their determination and their willpower to get, you know, a situation in check. I think emotions all over the place. Definitely emotions all over the place. This could be a sudden outburst, an accident of some sort. I do feel there's guardian protection here. And there is a need to balance something from the past where I feel there was no equal giving and receiving. Quite possibly with the Queen of Wands. Oh my God. And we get a Queen of Swords. And then we get a Queen of Cups. So we could have a masculine here that was dealing with several women. Several women. The true pair on the board would be the Queen of Cups. So maybe somebody went towards a temptress. Something very, very fiery and passionate. And maybe now they're dealing with somebody lashing out. Queen of Swords in reversed. And I think their true soulmate that, you know, they played games with is now no longer offering that cup, right? My cup is covered. I'm all done self-sacrificing for a liar, for a player, definitely somebody playing. And I think there's a masculine dealing with all kinds of challenges in a situation, and there's going to be no more third-party energy. Definitely could be dealing with a masculine that's been dealing with 3 different women or was in the past, but there's nothing left to celebrate here. The cancellation of an engagement, and I feel a masculine getting very decisive. There's going to be an event or a shakeup that moves a masculine forward with great speed. So let's take a look at this Emperor, because I feel a masculine that's gone through an ego death, and I feel is getting ready to come back around with an apology in order to restore a sense of balance where there's been a huge lack. And this has been a long-standing burden. So I do feel a masculine that's been going through some healing, going within, going into meditation, gaining those insights when it comes to some truth, when it comes to releasing a long-standing burden and a cycle that needs to be closed. This masculine wasn't willing to learn this lesson in the past, and so I feel is facing all kinds of challenges, is not able to reach any state of accomplishment, and I feel spiritual enlightenment is coming forward in order for something to come back around. And I feel maybe this masculine had blocked communication because they didn't want to look at this missed opportunity. It was definitely a missed opportunity in the past that could have led to wish fulfillment due to blocked communication. There's going to be a stressful situation rearing its ugly head is what I'm feeling, because now this masculine can see this magical opportunity, and he doesn't want to miss out, and I feel is getting ready to take action. So let's just take one last little look here at this 9 of Wands reversed, the Hermit, the 2 of Cups reversed, the Queen of Pentacles reversed, 7 of Cups, 8 of Cups. So walking away from confusion. Maybe this masculine is leaving a loveless situation behind. Definitely in a situation where he's not been seeing eye to eye with somebody. There's no love here. There's no forgiveness here. It's just a challenging relationship, likely dealing with somebody holding on for materialistic reasons. The Queen of Pentacles in reversed is very ungrounded, doesn't know her worth, doesn't know her value, clings to control for financial stability, maybe doesn't even work, definitely isn't nurturing the situation. And I feel a masculine that's been spending a lot of time going within, spending a lot of time in meaningful solitude, and quite possibly learning a lesson about valuing somebody. Going through a period of self-discovery when it comes to a wound. And I also feel breaking free from a situation that they no longer see eye to eye in, and finally getting ready to honor that higher guidance. So unity is coming up to be addressed. Traditionality. Somebody is receiving the answers when it comes to going towards what is best for them. Taurus energy. Could be dealing with any of the fixed signs. Virgo. Got more earth energy. But I feel there's going to be an ending. There's definitely going to be an ending. There's a disconnect here. Somebody is exchanging something lesser for something better. They've been stuck in a situation feeling all alone, likely due to disillusionment, and they've been overanalyzing a situation. There's been confusion. They've definitely been under the veil of illusion, and they are walking away. They want more from life than this. Somebody here, a masculine here, is on a spiritual quest. Changing his priorities, leaving a toxic home situation behind, and choosing to make these big life changes. To shed the old to bring in the new is kind of what I'm feeling. So let's get a couple last messages from Spirit. There is going to be some balance restored in a situation that needs to be made right. And so I kind of feel self-awareness is being gained in the energies in order for that new perspective shift. Any last messages? That one. Yeah, and this is a big lesson in acknowledging and learning from the past so we don't keep repeating the past. And so I kind of feel somebody is dealing with all kinds of negative circumstances, serving as a test to show them the light that needs to be shone on this negative situation, and maybe even been pouring into everybody but themselves. But I kind of feel a self-sabotaging situation, and a major perspective shift when it comes to looking at this through a new lens and maybe seeing the other people's point of view in order to understand this situation. And I think somebody is learning to find their strength and their bravery to do the right thing and to take charge and to accept responsibility and be accountable. And this might even be accepting a spiritual leadership role, divine masculine energy. And I feel there's going to be a destined shakeup in order to get this masculine to reconnect with himself in the heart space, is kind of what I'm feeling. And there is going to be a need to get rigorously honest, because I do feel a masculine that's been lying to everybody, afraid of what the truth will bring forward. But the truth is always, always, always better than a lie. And I feel this dissatisfaction, this lack of nurturing needs to be addressed. And this masculine does need to break away from a toxic situation. Anything that's not been serving his highest good. So decision time. Decision time, listening to the higher guidance. This is about commitment, a higher level of commitment, relationship imbalances for sure, and maybe even stepping into being a spiritual mentor. And that's kind of what I got, guys. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, I encourage you to check out that description box below, guys, and I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.